Dr. Ian Cameron is here, veterinarian at the Westboro Animal Hospital. How are you, doctor?
Good, how you doing?
That's not you, by the way. That's your dog. Who is that?
Dog. That's Jade.
Jade, and who's this here?
This is Bandit.
Both rescue animals, right?
That's right.
You picked up along the way.
Yeah, during the Christmas crew.
We're going to talk pet safety for the holidays mostly, and it's a time of year when the animals seem to get shuffled around a little bit. You know, their situation can change when it comes to people leaving town for holidays or what have you, or people coming into the house even.
Exactly.
So you got to be aware of your pets and their needs during this time, right?
For certain, yeah. Especially when you're going away on a trip somewhere, very often you'll have a situation where sometimes people are coming into the home that don't know about animal care and what to feed them. Right. Feed different treats and fatty things and bones and things that can cause a lot of illness and sickness. So the main focus here is just to make sure that people avoid illness and suffering for animals during the Christmas season. Right. I know that sometimes it prompts people to get insurance. It's not a bad idea. Right. There are pros and cons to both, but mostly pros because it doesn't pose any restrictions to care, and most of the time people don't have any concerns about costs for doing.
Well, you know what? Considering the cost of some of the operations you do, some of the treatments you have as veterinarians, it's not your cost; it's the cost of doing it.
It is, yeah.
Sometimes pet insurance, that kind of thing, is valuable to people, right?
For sure, and definitely, and the main focus is to try to help avoid illness in the first place. So prevention is the biggest, the best weapon we have against illness. So. I know that there's a number of things that can happen during Christmas time. Mistletoe is extremely poisonous.
Is it?
Certain types can cause liver failure and seizure activity.
In dogs or cats or both?
Both, yeah.
Really?
Both. And
really?
There's also chocolate, of course, is extremely poisonous, especially dark chocolate. You could has a theobromine, which can cause seizures and hyperexcitability.
Well, and that brings me to a point. Like a lot of times, unknowingly, people leave things around. Right? Suddenly there's a box of chocolates on the table, or things like, or even wrap things under the tree. Like a lot of times, people will wrap treats and so on for for kids or whatever. Leave it under the tree or in a stocking, and the next thing you know, the dog or cat has a hold of it and they're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And we just took an X-ray last week of a little puppy, and luckily with just fluid care and supportive care, we were able to help it pass. But it was an ornament that had been chewed up and swallowed, and you could see the top metal part that was pretty clear in the X-ray. So the dog passed it, so it was okay. Luckily, and but it means surgery in that case could be $2,000 to $3,000. So again, having some sort of some sort of strategy to afford the kind of care that's involved.
Exactly. If it means that you have to, it's like I often liken it to child-proofing your house, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you leave things up high enough or tucked away in cupboards and locked doors and so on, there's less likelihood of your animals getting into things that they shouldn't be into, and not only maybe damaging themselves, but ruining a Christmas present or something like that. Let's face it, some dogs and cats, they see something under a tree, if it's food or not, they're going to go after it.
Or the entire tree.
Yeah.
And it comes into the house.
Are trees dangerous at all too?
Well, they can be, especially.
I mean, obviously the ornaments can be.
Yeah, and the electrical cords that they can chew on, they can climb the tree and the whole tree can fall. It could start a fire if it's an incandescent bulb, so the new LED lights are less of a risk. Sure, but, I mean, real Christmas trees can go up like a torch in a matter of minutes. So it's good to have prevention strategies. Gate the tree, make sure that the animals haven't got any access to the gifts underneath.
Yeah, and know your animals, right? I mean, a lot of people would know that I can't leave Fluffy over by the tree because Fluffy's going to get into the tree. If you're sitting, you know, dog sitting or cat sitting or pet sitting in any way. Make sure you're aware of what the animal is like and so on, right?
For sure. And if you plan to go see family out of town, and make sure that you have, you know, little practice trips to get the animal ready, so they don't get motion sickness or have travel anxiety can be pretty serious. And also taking a plane flight to make sure that you go see a vet 10 days in advance.
Absolutely.
Get certificates and make sure that they have a crate that's well marked and they have a chance to go to the bathroom before they leave.
Exactly.
Like there's a whole kind of list. I think Trupanion has a pet tips kind of
is that right on their website?
Just to kind of say, you know, this is the kind of things that can happen.
Yeah, trupanion.com/holiday-season.
Yeah.
Dr. Ian Cameron from Westboro Animal Hospital, thanks for your time.
You're very welcome.
Have a great Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Great Christmas to your pets, too.